Howdy, everyone.
The girl and the dog.
Don't hit. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I'm here to watch the Barbie movie. It's gonna be very pleasant. I am dressed as Ryan Gosling from the movie Blade Runner 2049, so I think it's very appropriate for this occasion. Let's go in, shall we? You are gonna, 'cause I just can't anywhere else I'd be a 10. It's about destiny. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Yeah, so this week I watched the Barbie movie. Yeah, and it was a fun time. I went with my sister and her friends, and we all dressed up. I kind of dressed up a little unconventionally for the film. You know, I had to support my guy Ryan Gosling. Sadly, JJ could not join us because he was busy filming the Taylor Swift cover. In which, just for clarification, he wanted to dress up. Hey JJ, are you ready? I don't want to come out anymore. I did not force him to do anything. I know, but do I have to well, if you're gonna cover Taylor Swift, you have to come in. I did not. The allegations are not true, okay? So I guess with this review, I'd have to start with... Said I don't know if I've ever been good enough. Okay, so the movie was a lot of fun. I think that's where like 90% of the good writing went into, was the jokes and having punchlines come up and set up. I think my favorite running gags, aside from Ryan Gosling being Ken, was Alan, Michael Cera's Alan. But aside from like just the surface level stuff, the movie was fun because the actors seemed to be having fun, you know what I'm saying? I think they did a good job casting, of course, Margot Robbie as Barbie. What I liked about it was, okay, I don't know if you guys watched like the animated Barbie movies as a kid. I kind of did. I'm not a Barbie fan, I swear. But you'll kind of see Barbie has this kind heart for everything and everyone, really. It's just this love that she has for things and learning, and I think it translated well into this live action film. She really just wants to help people out. She's not just like a blonde bimbo or whatever. Ken, on the other hand, this is probably the most character development he's gotten in any film. Like in the animated films, he's kind of just an accessory to Barbie. And so in this one, he becomes Tyler Durden. I'm getting ahead of myself. First impressions. The movie was a lot of fun. I was entertained the whole time. I will have to say, I don't think this movie likes men. I really think, I don't want to say hate, but this movie kind of hates men, in which it's like, it's excluding probably, I want to say 25% of the audience, or at least 20% was guys. I'm getting off track here. I'm doing this in one take. I don't write a script. I should have written a script. Refocus. I'm kind of insane. I liked it. I liked the movie. I liked watching the movie. I had a lot of fun. Now let's talk about kind of letting it marinate, you know, I'm a little bit rusty, and I think my head's caving in. So immediately after watching it, when I got out of the theater, it was like, wow, yeah, you know, I had a blast. I was still thinking about kind of that one-sidedness towards men in general. Oh yeah, I know probably a bunch of YouTube reviewers have already talked about this. I don't dislike the movie because of it. Alright, so yeah, after viewing, what I always like to do after I view a movie is think to myself, would I watch it again? You know, not necessarily in theaters, but just often or just in general, would I watch it again? For example, I love watching Adam Sandler movies. I know that's probably gonna tarnish my reputation as a reviewer, seeing as how Adam Sandler's like the Nickelback of movies, you know, as Nickelback is to music. I will literally rewatch 50 First Dates and Wedding Singer. I love those movies so much, you know. And with this movie, I think I'd rewatch it a couple of times, but each time my face would kind of go from like, haha, yeah, that's funny, to kind of like, yes. My YouTube channel hasn't even grown and it's already gonna get canceled for this one. Anyway, let's talk about. And I don't know if I've ever been real loved by a hand that's touched me. The movie's theme is all over the place. I think the movie has too many. It has one cohesive story, but you know, the movie started out like it's a movie about finding yourself or discovering that change is necessary and death is just a part of life. Kind of understanding that, you know, hey, this is what happened. And then it becomes a movie about misogyny and patriarchy and how it's bad, and which I agree it's bad. Start to delve into this idea that all men are patriarchal and all men are bad. It becomes like it should be a story about female empowerment, in which female empowerment. But then again, it goes back to like that female empowerment means putting down men. And even though it's a story about change, that female, it's a handful to keep track of. But hey, we had a good time though. We had a good time. I think they were trying to do too many things. That's what I think. I think they should have just kept it short and simple. You know that being special story, or being ordinary story. My bad. It does remind me of the Lego Movie. Kinda. It's like the opposite side of the Lego Movie, where in the Lego Movie, it's about Emmett learning that you don't have to be special in order to be someone, you know. And then the Barbie movie is kind of the opposite end, where it's you don't have to be someone to be special. You can be ordinary, in which that's like a beautiful message. I think they could have played off with that, or even just the female empowerment message. Then they started delving into growing up in death and change, which I think could have fit if they would have focused on that more. Because at the end of the movie, Barbie accepts death. She accepts death. She doesn't die or anything, but she accepts death at the end of the movie. I went dressed up as frickin' Ryan Gosling, who was I wanna push you around. Well, I will. Well, I will. Okay, so like, as shown earlier in this video, I dressed up as Ryan Gosling from Blade Runner 2049 to watch the film. Aside from dressing up as him to literally be him, I really yeah, no, this is gonna sound stereotypical. I really resonated with his character, especially this one scene where he's singing to Barbie. He's singing Push by Matchbox 20. And it's incredible because there's like this bump that says 4 hours later. I was like, oh god, I did that. I put someone through that. Oh no. I drove like 1.5 to 2 hours to visit her, so it was heartbreaking. But you know, and that's the reason why I'm never writing any more love songs, man. Also, I've never been in a relationship, so I can't really write that many love songs anyway. But he's literally me for real. And he like I was saying, he becomes Tyler Durden at one point, because all these guys rally around him, and he's got like He's got a fur coat, kind of like Tyler Durden. And you know that scene in Fight Club where Tyler's fighting the narrator, and he goes like to like take off his coat? Well, he does that. He does that in the movie. It's like, yeah. How many writers were on this? You know, and who slipped those in? I don't know. They probably weren't references. They were probably just references to like douchebag guys. Anyway, yeah. So back to the rest of the movie. Let's think. What is my final verdict? I wanna take you for granted. Oh, I will. The movie was fun. The movie was cute. The movie also hates men. Well, hate's a strong word, but they definitely dislike guys. And I'd watch it again. Would I watch it over and over? No, because I feel like that's just, it's watching something that kind of dislikes me. I'm not an Andrew Tate guy or anything like that. I don't really buy into that stuff. But I also don't think anyone gender, sex, or race is particularly bad just because of who they are, or any religion too. You know, it's like we live in a society. But yeah, it was a good film. I didn't do the double feature. I should have. I should have watched Oppenheimer too, kind of seeing how that kind of compared and contrasted. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. I'm working on a lot of stuff right now. You know. Pretty solid film. Would I watch it again? Yes. Would I watch it a third time? Probably not. What did I learn from it? Barbie is cool. Respect everyone equally. And Ryan Gosling is literally me. I'm out. Nothing there to care about. What's that sound? What's that song about?